Now, I just got off live talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene and Marjorie Taylor Greene wanting the whole thing when it comes to Matt Gaetz and her GOP colleagues' ethics probe being exposed and all that. And I got hit with a piece of news. But then again, when I think about this piece of news, it's really not shocking, it's really not surprising. And that the former 45th, soon to be 47th President Donald Trump has hired uh, Linda McMahon, who is the estranged wife of former WWE owner Vince McMahon and current and longtime friend of Donald Trump, to be the Secretary of Education. Now, I don't know if this is so-called an upgrade over Betsy DeVos, right? But if y'all remember, Linda McMahon was in Trump's administration the first time when she was the individual who led the Small Business Administration during Trump's first term in office. So, man, this is crazy right here. Trump got, hey, Byron Donalds or Tim Scott, where y'all cabinet appointments at, huh? Where y'all appointments at? I'm just asking the question, right? Now, for those of you who may not be aware, Linda McMahon was the individual who led Trump's transition team after it was revealed that Trump won the election, right? So, let's get right to it. Trump picks Linda McMahon for education and says he will not reconsider Matt Gaetz' nomination. So he's dug in his heels when it comes to the whole Matt Gaetz situation, but we'll get to that in another video. Now, Trump has just confirmed that his nomination for Education Secretary is Linda McMahon. She had been in the running for Commerce Secretary, headed up the Small Business Administration in Trump's first administration, and was a major donor and early supporter of the Republican president-elect when he ran for the White House almost a decade ago. The co-founder and CEO of WWE, she resigned from the SBA in 2019 to lead the pro-Trump spending group, America First Action. That's a political action committee. She also chairs the America First Policy Institute, a Trump-friendly think tank. So if you want to know who are part of your think tanks, a lot of your billionaires, your plutocrats, like your Linda McMahons, your Charles Kochs, your Harlan Crows, all these guys, those are the guys who are responsible for your think tanks, your conservative think tanks, right? Carl Icahn, another one. So Linda McMahon has been a constant presence in Trump's tumultuous orbit, serving in his first administration and supporting his presidential campaigns. Now he's chosen her to serve as the education secretary. She chaired America First Action, a super PAC that backed Trump's re-election campaign in 2020. We all know he lost to Joe Biden, and McMahon helped start America First Policy Institute to continue advocating for Trump's agenda and prepare for a potential return to the White House. She is married to Vince McMahon, whose father was a prominent professional wrestling promoter. They followed him into the business, founded their own company that's known as WWE, and it became a juggernaut in the industry and American culture. Now, we all know that WWE was sold by Vince McMahon to Endeavor and Ari Emanuel, right? And it merged with the UFC. Now they are known as TKO. When Trump was the star of the reality show The Apprentice, he made an appearance at WrestleMania 23 in Detroit, and the billionaire entertainment mogul participated in an elaborate scripted feud that ended with Trump shaving off Vince McMahon's hair in the middle of the ring. But look, their relationship goes back way further than that. The Trump-McMahon relationship goes back decades. When Vince McMahon was running shows out of the Trump Plaza Hotel, right? WrestleMania 4 and 5, right? So, and then remember, Trump also was part of a storyline where Trump actually ran Monday Night Raw, right? Trump fired Vince McMahon and he ran Monday Night Raw. So, like I said, the Trump-McMahon relationship goes back decades. Anyway, Linda McMahon stepped down from her position as WWE CEO, or the chief executive officer of the inner politics. She ran for Senate twice out in Connecticut, but lost in 2010 to Richard Blumenthal and in 2012 to Chris Murphy. Now, McMahon, because she ran with the campaign slogan, "Smack down your vote," right? Now, she provided $6 million to help Trump candidacy after he secured the nomination in 2016. She also served on the Connecticut Board of Education for a year starting in 2009. She also told lawmakers at the time that she had a lifelong interest in education and once planned to become a teacher, a goal that fell aside after her marriage to Vince McMahon. She also spent years on the board of trustees for Sacred Heart University in Connecticut. She is a relative unknown in education circles, though she has expressed support for charter schools and school choice. Now, charter schools is a whole nother subject within itself because there was a lot of money that a lot of people were making from these charter schools, right? There's a lot of backdoor deals in oil fields when it comes to these charter schools. But that's a whole nother subject within itself that I will probably touch on a future video. In October, McMahon was named in a lawsuit involving WWE. This is the lawsuit that involved Janelle Grant, right? Because Janelle Grant was trying to get some money out of Vince McMahon to the tune of $3 million. Vince McMahon only paid her $1 million, and now she's filing this lawsuit. But this particular lawsuit, Linda McMahon has gotten involved in, alleged that she and other leaders of the company allowed sexual abuse of young boys at the hands of a ringside announcer, WWE ring crew chief Melvin Phillips Jr. The complaint specifically alleges that the McMahons knew about it and did not do anything to stop it. Since 2021, McMahon has served as Washington, D.C.'s think tank America First Policy, as I stated before. She also was a former Senate candidate. She's also the chair of chief executive of Cantor Fitzgerald and a former WWE executive, right? We already talked about all that. So yeah, this is where we at right now when it comes to this whole situation with Trump and Linda McMahon. Like I said, she chaired his transition team, and yeah. So you guys, let me know what y'all think about this. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Last but definitely not least, shouts out to the mighty LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. Ho!